With the capital Kiev under siege, the western centre of Lviv has become a kind of backup capital city. It's already a safe haven for refugees from the east, but now it's also a supply hub for weapons and provisions. Europe correspondent Lisette Raymer reports life has turned upside down for the people of Lviv. Everyone there now has a role in the war.
War has invaded the minds of all Ukrainians, and helping is the only distraction. Here focus is zeroed in on these camouflage nets to be sent to the Ukrainian army. Fabric is ferried from person to person, cut into strips and knotted, by the hands of the wives whose husbands are fighting, by the hands of the young and the innocent, by the hands of the displaced who have fled Kiev but refuse to flee the country completely.
I don't want to leave my country. And I wanted to live here, and I want a future here. Yeah. That's all.
She's not alone, and the proof came in a moment. It started with a solo voice and quickly filled the room. A national hymn, a growing ache for the men they have already lost.
It's horrible. We are deeply sorry for our young people, soldiers, I mean.
And a rallying cry for the battle the rest are yet to face. Glory to Ukraine, they shout, and they repeat it in every conversation.
I hope that everything will be okay. Slava Ukraini!
The tourist town of Lviv has transformed into a backup capital, a safe place to receive people from the east and supplies from the west.
Always you're thinking about war, you're thinking about future and cannot just relax.
But even if for a second you do forget, it would only be for a second. Because while troops are yet to arrive here, they are constantly reminded that Russia is knocking at their door. As sirens sound overhead warning of an aerial attack, everyone stops what they are doing and takes shelter. It's in the tight squeeze of a bunker that we meet Sophia.
Do you worry when you hear the sirens?
Of course. I'm a human being only. I'm very nervous when such moments come, but I try to keep my feelings inside me.
Others advertise their feelings proudly and without fear.
So it's called Putin the dickhead?
Yes.
When the war began, Yuri Zastavny traded a life of making beer for one making cocktails of the Molotov variety.
Ukraine is probably the only country in history where the Ministry of Internal Affairs published several recipes of the Molotov cocktail on its website. 2,000
have been sent out already to local checkpoints to be thrown at Russian vehicles when they approach. Yuri will make as many as it takes.
There is no talk of leaving. You have to be here.
They know those on the front line are relying on them. These boxes of donated army provisions are destined for the city's worst hit.
I'm just very nervous and I want to do something. I can't sit.
A 14-year-old who wishes he was old enough to be among those forced to fight.
I would like to fight, of course, but I can't because I'm too small yet.
So this is how you help?
Yes.
Every day, the Army sends a list here detailing what it needs most urgently. And at the moment, top of the list is ammunition. The Ukrainian forces just cannot get enough of it.
Marina oversees the list. She knows just how much they need.
I'm scared about it.
But she is determined. While she cannot fight, she will help those who do.
To make them strongest and to make them alive.
Strong and alive. Slava Ukraini.
Well, Lisette is with us now from Lviv. Lisette, we're a week into this war now. How is the resolve of the Ukrainian people holding up?
Well, first of all, no one can believe it has been a little over a week, 10 days, and their lives have changed completely. But what hasn't changed is their resolve. They firmly believe they are winning this war. Ukrainians will tell you they have lived too long in fear with Russia as their neighbour, and it is finally time to assert their independence once and for all. The other thing is Ukrainians are incredibly proud of how well their army is doing. You can walk down the street throughout the day. People will stop you and make sure you are aware of the latest video and photos of Russian troops supposedly being destroyed by the Ukrainian army. They want you to be aware of the very latest figures of the death toll of the Russian troops. So they are adamant they are winning this war. And while they know Putin is strong, they are certain they are stronger.
Lizette Raymer, our Europe correspondent, thank you.